All right.
No one's logged in?
Oh.
No?
I'm about to find out now.
It might be that one. I want to name something for that.
Okay.
I don't know what it says. I wrote it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No. That it is.
Maybe more minutes than I do, and
Very good yourself, sir.
doing well, thanks. I figure this would be one that people take advantage of, but that doesn't look like it today, huh?
Right?
We'll start 11, right?
Correct, yes, sir.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh.
Hey Vincent, how are you?
Doing pretty good. We'll get started in just a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, we go full speed.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Controls, I'll give it one more minute and then we'll get started.
Awesome.
We're just gonna do it all through command, right? Just have the computer up.
Correct, yes, sir. Or if you want to just take notes, you're more than welcome to.
Right. Oh, this is live action.
Yes. There to enjoy it.
Yeah, I told you that would be here the last second.
It's actually kind of good to have like a small little group when going through this too, because if we have time, we can go through each of like their profiles, make sure.
Okay, personalized, that works a lot because hands-on hands is the best way. When you see things, it straight out, like I forget the next day, or I'm trying to like bundle through it, and it'll take me a whole hour to kind of figure out what was going on.
Completely, it's completely okay. And I've also noticed too, like with smaller groups, more agents are willing to ask questions along the process. Hello, Snitch. We got another one coming into Zoom. Welcome, Joanne.
I'm sorry, trying to work full.
All right, it is 11. Ooh, I got one more coming in. Someone named Zoom user. All right, so since it's 11 o'clock, I am gonna go get started. Welcome everybody to receiving more referrals to maximize your business class today. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take you through the referrals applet of command, and not only walk you through how to utilize it, but I'm also going to wanna go through 3 different websites that contain your information. And I just wanna make sure that on each of those websites, your information is completely filled out. Especially all the important items, so that way other agents who are looking to give out referrals will be able to find you and give those referrals to you. The reason why I decided to teach this class in each market center specifically is because there's been a situation in each market center where there was an agent who missed out on a referral opportunity simply because their information wasn't updated in 3 specific places. And those 3 specific places that we're going to get into, it's going to be the KW Command Marketing Profile, the White Pages Profile, and mykw.kw.com, and then also your KW Connect profile. So we'll get into this in just like a little bit, but just having a basic understanding of the referrals outlet first is going to be the key to tying this all together. So I do ask that if you have any questions at all, feel free to just ask as we go along. If you want to follow along on your laptop, you're more than welcome to, or if you just want to take notes, by all means. Welcome. Feel free to get settled in. For those of you that are following along on their laptops, feel free to just log into agent.kw.com for right now. And I'll have everything pulled up here on the screen. You should just see the welcome home and your name on the home page.
And
Agent.kw.com. Awesome. On the left-hand side, once you are logged into Command, you're going to notice that there's a couple of different applets on the left-hand side. And you're going to want to just select referrals. And from before, like some of the referrals that agents miss out on, there were some pretty big referrals. It wasn't just some loose handy referrals that were getting handed around. They were more like luxury commercial. So my goal is to avoid any of those issues at all costs, especially going forward in the future. So the more that you all know, the more it's going to help your business. So I'll give everyone just a minute to get to the referrals applet of Command. And we will start going through all of this. And more often than not too, like if you have a question in the very beginning, it's most likely going to get answered as we go along. But if you see us moving on to a different topic and your question did not get answered, feel free to just ask away. All right. Tony and Chris, you're all good?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Cool. All right, so once you get to the referrals applet, you are going to notice the referrals applet contains 4 different tabs at the very top. One being the dashboard, one that says my referrals, the map, and then my network. I'm going to start with just your basic dashboard and just go through what these things are. Let me go ahead and mute this person. Someone named the Zoom user. The referrals overview, you are going to be able to see any pending invites or pending referrals, any referrals that you have received, any referrals that you sent. So what they mean by pending invites is that you are able to search within the entire Keller Williams ecosystem for other agents to add into your specific referral network. Think of the referral network as really being like a friend on Facebook. Like you're just connecting with them. You do appear at the top of their list if they have a referral that's going to your specific area. And there's many different ways to do that, which we'll get into in the next tab. But the reason why the referrals applet has been getting more and more popular over time is specifically because since the KW Command mobile app downloaded, agents are able to send each other referrals, and they're actually able to get the push notifications on their phone in real time. So if there's like a time limit that's set on the referral needing to be accepted, you're not gonna miss that because again, not all the agents were just logging into their laptops every single minute of the day. there's been agents that sent out referrals that has given them only like a 3-hour deadline to see if they were requesting interest in. So with the KW Command mobile app and having your push notifications on, it definitely alleviates that issue specifically. Is there anybody in this room that doesn't have the KW Command mobile app downloaded just yet? If not, it's completely okay.
I have it on my phone, I just never go in there.
It's completely okay. If you're not receiving any push notifications on your phone, we would just need to go into the app and just adjust the settings. Usually, yeah, usually when you initially download the app, it will ask you to allow the push notifications. Specifically, if it does not pop up for right now, just delete the app and then re-download it. And then it should be one of the first things that pops up, or first items. So pending invites, so if you send out like a referral, like network request to like either a friend, you know, want to invite you to my network, you'll see those pending invites right there. Also, if you're receiving one and you haven't accepted it or ignored it just yet, it will stay in your pending invites. That number will reflect. Pending referrals, so if you have received any type of referral that you have yet to accept or reject, they're gonna stay right there until the time limit that is given for the referral to be accepted by you is by. So that number will reflect under pending referrals. On the right-hand side, the referrals that you have completely received, so the referrals that you have expressed interest in, mentioned that you want to,
Can I put this on mute?
yep. Wait, no, it's okay, I got you. There we go. Everyone should be muted. And for those of you on Zoom too, like if you have any questions as we're going along through this, feel free to just ask. So the total received, the ones that you have expressed interest in and you were awarded the referral, or you have accepted a direct referral from another agent, it will appear under received. And then on the right-hand side, just the opposite, any referrals that you send out to another agent using the referrals applet, that number will be reflected there. KW Command. The KW Command Referrals applet is actually the best referrals applet inside of any CRM platform that you'll ever see out there. It's the most up to date with knowledge, it's sophisticated, and it even includes a couple of like there's some hintful things inside when we get to the maps tab that will help you network with the right people. Down below, you're actually going to see the people who are in your referral network. So this is going to be somebody that you sent out like a pending invite to, and the other person accepted, or somebody that has sent you a referral and you accepted them. You're going to be able to see their name listed right here. You're going to be able to notice that there's going to be a little gray arrow icon next to the name of the person in your referral network. So if you want to see their stats at all, they did update this just a little bit. You can see what location they work out of. You can read their biography. You can get their contact information, so that includes the phone number and email. You can create specific notes about that contact. So like if you sent out a referral to this specific person in your referral network, and maybe they didn't end up being the right match for this customer, and they said they would like to pass it back off onto you, maybe that's a note that you want to create for that specific person. So maybe you can add in there like who would actually be a good fit for this agent to work with, or maybe you can have specific tags. If any of the agents specialize in specific properties, whether it be luxury, commercial, land, those could all be notes that you add in there. Good experiences, bad experiences, all of the above. And then of course, on the right-hand side, you got your agent stats. So you're going to be able to see how many deals they've closed. You're going to be able to see their sales volume and their average deal size. These numbers that you see in front of you or on the agent's card, it goes based on a rolling 12 months. So all of the productivity and the production that they have successfully completed within the last 12 months will be shown here. All right, we got more Zoom people coming in.
So this defaults to the individual agent, not necessarily the team.
Correct.
Exactly. When I log into Command, I have mine set up the default to the bill team, but then when I click in the referrals tab, it switches me over just to return the bills. You would
Correct.
never be really searching about team with each person.
Well, I
Absolutely.
figured from our talking that you're pretty much like me in many aspects.
Awesome. Mute and mute. Okay. Yeah, so the referrals applet itself is all going to be personal. Every agent specifically has the ability to search for other agents regardless they're on a team or not. The only thing that I probably will say about the whole team production is that usually if you're an agent working on the team, if you are having all the deals and the deal owner is going to be the rainmaker, all the production actually goes through on the rainmaker side. However, inside your biography or inside of the agent's notes, they will be able to tell if there's another agent looking for them, what team that they're on and what team that they're working for. So they usually will group them as a whole, since it is with other Keller Williams agents, they're pretty familiar with the way that our system works. If you want to add any specific tags to the agent that's in your referral network, you'll be able to add them here. And then, any referral statistics, so any previous history that we do have with this agent and any type of referrals that were sent to them, you'll be able to see all that activity here. And then you do have two options at the end. The top right-hand corner, you can send that agent a direct referral if need be. Or if you're just not happy with that agent and you never want to work with them again, they have the remove agent icon located right down here at the bottom. So that's what happens if you click on this little gray arrow. You get to see each agent's statistic. You, again, without clicking on the gray arrow, you can see how many referrals they have or you have with each other, the location that they're working out of. You have the ability to add that agent to your favorites. So if you have maybe like over 1,000 agents in your referral network, you do have specifically, it's almost like a filters, that you only want to choose your favorites. So if I only have 3 people on my list that I specifically know I always want to work with first and foremost, if I have a referral I need to give out to another location, I'll click on this icon right here. It's the star icon, and it'll just specifically filter out any agents that I favorited. So that way I can just check the location and see if they're within the vicinity for me to give them another referral or to work with them again. These 4 buttons, they're pretty much just gonna stick with just your referral network and just tracking your referrals. You're gonna be able to see from this list, but there's an easier way to do it. So that is just the basic dashboard overview of just your referral network, what the pending invites mean, what the pending referrals mean, what the received means, and what the sent is.
Whenever you click on an individual, there's referral statistics that says coming soon. Is that a feature coming soon, or is that something you have to do a deal with them and then it'll generate statistics?
Yeah, so it's actually coming soon. I can't say too much right now. I have to wait till family reunion for all these products to be released. So what I am gonna do is in March, all my classes are just gonna be on all my takeaways. Because I'm pretty much like the one representing the whole Atlantic Partners group for all the technology classes, and there's like a couple of social media ones I'll be taking through to bring back to all of you, so just hang tight, but it's gonna be good. So the next tab that you see once you're in the referrals applet of command, it's going to be the My Referrals at the very top. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to see just 2 columns, one for all the sent referrals that you have given out to other agents, and then all the referrals that you have received. When you do send or receive a referral, usually there's like a pop-up window if you're on your desktop version, and it'll ask you if you want to create an opportunity for that specific referral. By all means, definitely do so, because I believe Jen Murray from compliance, even though that you're accepting the referrals through command, she still asks you to complete the referral agreement that could be either sent out from DocuSign or Loop, whatever application that you're using. And you just upload that one document into the opportunity and you just submit it for compliance. So that way, if there's any issues with you being paid on your referral money or any details of that nature, it could all be found right on that sheet, everything is signed, and then you won't be out of 25% of the commission or whatever the referral is, because there have also been situations in each market center where those details haven't been clearly sent out or like clearly conveyed across, because a lot of the agents would think that if you just send and accept referrals to the referrals applet, that's like your written documentation. But it's really, you need to go one step further than that and get the signatures on the actual referral agreement from DocuSign. But this is going to help you and other agents find you to be the correct person to work with their customers. So that's why having both of these tools involved is what's gonna make you more successful with your business. So you're gonna be able to see the sent and you're gonna be able to see the received. You'll be able to filter out your referrals based on client type. So if they're just specific buyer referrals, seller referrals, landlords, tenants, if the referral type. So if, and really just gonna stick with the two main ones, which are just regular referrals that you send back and forth. And the ones that we're gonna talk about today, which really are gonna be the broadcast ones. Broadcast ones are the ones where the agents in each of our market centers have missed out on a great opportunity to receive a high-end referral. You'll be able to classify details if they're pre-qualified or pre-approved. Usually that just refers to the buyer's referrals. And then of course, if there's a specific referral fee you want to filter out from, price minimum, price maximum of what the budget's like, and then the price range of the actual property. And those are just to find any referrals that you have. But if you only have like 3 referrals, you'll be able to click on these tabs on the right-hand side. So you're gonna see your pending referrals that is currently being waited on for you to accept or reject. The next tab, your active referrals. So these are gonna be all the referrals that you either sent or received. So for example, like before I knew any of you all, I sent Christina Welch a referral 9 months and 22 days ago. And the information clearly conveys across the referral information. So you've got the agent's information that you're sending the referral to, or agreed upon referral percentage for the commission, the price range, and that's like if you wanted to put like a budget, if you knew what the buyer's budget was, but if you don't, it's not mandatory for you to fill out all that information. The sent time, so you know like how long it's been active for. So if you realize that maybe 2 months have went by and you haven't had any contact, following up with the agent you're giving the referral to, it may be a good idea just to reach out with like a text message or a phone call, just be like, hey, how are things going with the transaction? So that way it doesn't get lost in sight. It's gonna say pipeline phase. So again, like when you initially accept a referral, a pop-up window will come up and it'll say, would you like to add this referral to an opportunity? Usually just say yes, because you also have to get that referral agreement, but it will let you know what phase and stage the referral is in. So some full-time referral agents, what they'll do is they'll reach out to the agent that they referred off to, and they just want to get an update, even if it hasn't officially closed. And like, yeah, we're going under contract, it's set to close in like 30 days. So they could adjust the pipeline phase from going from active or cultivate to under contract, and then whatever stage it's in from there, if it's an escrow, if they're clear to close or whatever it may be. It just helps the agent stay on top of all the referrals, and then again, all the details that are involved with each specific referral. You're gonna see the customer's name on the right-hand side. So their phone number, email, if they're pre-approved, pre-qualified. And then you're gonna also see notes and updates. So the notes and the updates, they it's pretty much just like a messenger that goes back and forth inside of Command. So another huge important reason of why you're gonna wanna download the KW Command mobile app is because no matter what type of interaction that you're having within Command, not only are you able to like receive the referrals and add the referrals, communicate with your customers, but when it comes to communicating with other referral agents too, you'll get the push notifications on your phone, letting you know that the other agent is trying to talk to you. Now, granted, they could also text you, but sometimes with the notes inside of the referral itself, that helps organize everything, especially for those of you that pass around a lot of referrals, which if you start getting involved with this system, you could start to see your business escalate pretty quickly, because we are the #1 brokerage that passes around referrals. And ever since we have the 2 tools, this referrals applet and the KW Command mobile app, It has just been booming off the charts ever since you can accept a referral from the push notification. So timing is everything, and we're about to get into that in just a second. But again, you're just gonna notice the notes right here, you're gonna see the referral information, so for each referral that I have, I'm gonna, all that information, all the conversations are saved within that referral card, so that way, if I need to look back and see where we're at on anything, I can see all the updates in a row, and what I love is that it's date stamped and time stamps. You can also add a note for yourself, and you can send an update to the agent. So those are your active. So you got your funded, so referrals that are connected to closed opportunities. So if the referral actually closed out, it will be able to track it based on when you originally, accepted to create an opportunity for that referral. If it says pipeline phase none, then that means the agent is not utilizing the phases and the stages with inside of Command, which is completely okay. Everyone runs their business a little bit differently, but you'll be able to see all the closed opportunities here. Any lost opportunity, so just for example purposes, a lost opportunity could be, there's like a toggle inside of your opportunity that you can click on if the deal is going to fall through. But, and it's kind of just like, it turns on like a little toggle, it's a green light, and if it's pretty much like listed as lost, it goes into your archive automatically. Now, if something happens and the transaction comes back to life, you can go back into your opportunities archive and then just unselect the green toggle, turning off the lost opportunity, and it brings it back to life. Any expired referrals, those are the ones that agents have not fully accepted yet. And maybe they didn't accept it, or they didn't accept it inside of Command, and that's where a lot of agents now lose out on the opportunity. Anyone have any questions so far? So all the information is pretty much the same, got the referral location, and if the agent doesn't claim the referral and the specific amount of time that the agent who's sending it out sets it for, that's a lost opportunity right then and there. And not only is it a lost opportunity in the moment, but it's going to be a lost opportunity probably if the agent ever decides to send another referral to that same exact area. They may not be as likely to include you in the direct referral or the broadcast referral that gets sent out.
And so the broadcast referral is just like an open.
Yeah, you need to have like less than 50 people. If you would just, so you can send out a broadcast referral to 2 to 49 people. And for those larger broadcast referrals, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have your phone close to you, because if there's 40 other agents getting the same referral, there's gonna be a greater chance that you're gonna be included within that section there. So, we'll get into that when we talk about the map. The other options just on this My Referrals page, you're gonna see the expired, you're gonna see the rejected. So the rejected is if an agent sent you a referral and maybe you weren't happy with the type of referral commission that they were offering, which is a legit thing because everything in real estate is negotiable. It's not always gonna be 25%. You have the option to reject it, and then it sends it back to you, or sends a notification back to the referring agent, the one that originally sent it out. And then, of course, if you just want to see all your categories in one, you'd be able to just see that on the right-hand side here. So that's the dashboard, and that's the My Referrals applet or My Referrals tab. Now we're going to get into where we're going to talk about the most of this, and it's going to be in the map. So in order to grow your referral network, or in order to find other agents that are qualified, this is what Keller Williams agents usually do first when they're looking to send out a qualified referral to somebody or looking to add somebody to their referral network. So on the top left-hand corner, you're gonna see the search map. And this is going to be the location that you're looking, if you were to send out a referral, this would be the location in which you're looking to find an agent working within that area. So if I just use Jacksonville, Florida as an example, it's automatically going to locate agents in the area based on what I have listed here as production. So when I have this as production, all these numbers that you see here on the map, this is how many closings happened within that specific area in the last 12 months. Everything's on a rolling 12. If I scroll in a little bit closer, maybe to Atlantic Beach and Jacksonville, you're gonna notice that the agents on the right-hand side that appear tend to change based on what type of agents are located in this area. So some of the ways, now that you see the agents on the right-hand side, you're gonna start to be able to look at some of their stats. You're gonna be able to tell if they are a part of a team. So I see a Property Bear, I see the Rocco group, the Lisa Barton team, the Bowling group. You're also gonna notice a gray triangle next to the agent's name. And if you click the down button, you're automatically gonna be able to see some of their stats. So the about, you're gonna be able to see what team that they're working on, their phone number, email, languages spoken, that's gonna be a huge thing. Agent stats, so any closed units in the area, listings sold, buy sides, leases, sales volume, all of these numbers are all the production that they have done and completed within the last 12 months. So it's a brief synopsis, but if you want to get down into more details about the specific agent, you would want to click on their name and it's going to bring you to their KW Connect profile. So it looks like we got service areas, here's with KW, definitely looks like there could be more details that are added specifically for this agent, because I think Property Bear, your luxury agent, right? Anyone on here on Property Bear?
No, there.
They are, that's what I figured, so. One of the ways, and this is pretty much like the big deal of where agents have missed their mark, is because they didn't locate and review their details on their 3 sites. So you got your KW Command marketing profile, the White Pages profile in mykw.kw.com, and KW Connect profile on kwconnect.com. And I can send you this sheet as a resource guide, absolutely. And what the agents usually do when they're looking for another agent to give a referral out to is, more often than not, in the top right-hand corner, there's gonna be this little filters tab. The filters tab consists of, okay, I'm looking for the best qualified agent to send out this referral to. The first section is going to be any KW specializations. So if you are an agent that's a Maps Mastery client, if you are a luxury agent, if you're a commercial agent, you specialize in land, agriculture. Keller Williams Young Professionals, if you are an agent within that group, part of expansion or in military, you're going to want to make sure that if you are the agent yourself and you don't have any of these details listed inside of your 3 profiles that we're going to go through, I'll show you like where you can add that information in. You will not appear on this list of someone who is qualified to receive a referral. So if I just specifically select luxury, everybody that I filter out is just going, I'm only gonna see the luxury agent. So if you actually are a luxury agent, but you're not like registered with KW Luxury, or you just don't have those details on your profile because maybe you haven't gotten to it yet, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the biggest one, is the luxury properties, because those are $1 million properties that do get passed along. So you don't wanna be that agent that misses out on a referral opportunity specifically because you don't have that detail listed about yourself. Another one, the second section, languages spoken. You're able to speak other languages, that should be listed in your profile, because there are sometimes agents who are looking to pass out referrals to an agent that speaks a specific language because the customer speaks that language. So from this drop-down menu, you have tons of languages all over the world that you can select from. The one thing that I do want everybody to know about this is that if you are working with a customer and maybe the customer speaks 2 languages, which could be Italian and Japanese. If you select Italian and Japanese, this is actually going to be an or, not an and. So the agents that do show up will speak one or the other, but not necessarily both. But we're hoping that changes soon. but for right now, it's an or, not an and. So once you have that selected, you're gonna also have closed units in this area. If you're looking for an agent that has experience, like all the transactions that were filtered through KWRI, which are a part of your opportunities that you close at Keller Williams, you could list that here. So if you're looking for an agent that closed a little bit of experience, maybe like had six closings in the past 12 months. Well, especially if they're like luxury, maybe a little bit more, but it depends on the agent and who they're looking for. You could do in the area, you could do closed units in general. Closed units in this area, you'll definitely put that number because the agent has experience in that area selling, buying, and they're familiar with the neighborhoods. Listings sold, the buy sides, leases, average listing price and sales volume, of course, all from the past 12 months. So if I apply this filter as an agent looking to send out a referral, we are going to see that I think it's probably because of the language thing, but let's just say, I don't care about that. Let me just leave it as luxury and see how many agents appear. So the first people that show up, got Sophie, Shara, Christina, Robin, Jamie, Summer, Joy. So if you don't see your name on this list, it might be a good idea that we go through your profiles and double check and make sure that you are fitting this description for anyone that is looking, especially for agents living in the Jacksonville area. I'm about to show you a nice cool tip and trick how you could also filter out other agents. So the first item that I showed you was by production. So we're seeing all the closed luxury transactions based on the filters that I put in here in the specific area that they closed in. So if I click on this drop-down menu, you do have the ability to search by market center. So it will pull up all these market centers within the area. And especially if I'm just searching Jacksonville, we've got Southside right here. And it will just search it through there. You also got through your specific network. So if I wanted to search agents that are just in my specific network, I'm gonna start to see them all over the world pop up. It's almost like Snapchat where you can see their profile picture, you know exactly where they're located in the map. That's all good and fun. But the one that you're gonna wanna pay attention to the most is going to be the last one, and it's called referral patterns. So under referral patterns, I'm linked to the Daytona Market Center, but we could easily change that. So you have two tabs at the very top here. You got your sent and you got your received. The one that's showing you here is going to be all the referrals that were sent out of Daytona into other market centers. So the one that I want to pay attention to though the most is the received one. So if I clicked on the received, now I'm starting to see which market centers are giving Daytona's market center the most amount of referrals. So if I zoom in here a little bit, I see that on the right-hand side, 14% of referrals are coming into the Daytona Market Center from Orlando, Florida. So that's going to let me know that I should start networking a whole lot more with these Orlando agents, because that means I might have a greater chance of receiving a referral from Orlando specifically because there's just more referrals filtering in there, which makes sense because it's an hour away. Orlando's a city, Daytona's pretty close. A lot of people are moving to the coastal side. We do live in a great area, especially for investors, whether it be for Airbnb opportunities. But if you double click on a market center, it will automatically filter out all the details for Jacksonville. So it looks like received by Jacksonville. So it looks like Jacksonville to Jacksonville, between your two Jacksonville market centers, 5% of referrals are coming in. Others for Jacksonville Southside, it looks like New City, New York is where a lot of people are sending referrals to you from. Orlando 3%, Tampa 2%, and Tucson, Arizona. So those should be like your 5 hotspot cities that you start to find referral partners in. In order to find the referral partners, it's going to be the same concept. I'm just gonna switch this back to production. And I'm gonna change the city now, and let's just say Orlando is one of those cities that were on there. I'm going to scroll into Orlando, Florida. I'm gonna see all the production that's being done here. All the agents start to appear on the right-hand side. And we're just gonna take this specific screen, for example. If I looked up the agent's details, as we were talking about a little while ago, I filtered out the agents. I'm finally finding the group of agents that I definitely either want to network or I want to send a direct referral to. We've got two icons on the right-hand side. We got one that says, add to my referral network. That's what this icon on the left-hand side is. And on the right-hand side, this is telling us to send a direct referral to that agent. So if I want to add this agent to my referral network, I simply click the add the plus button with the contact card icon. Would you like to send an invitation? So this will be a great chance for you to send just maybe a personalized message saying like, hi, I'm Vincent, I work in the Northeast Florida area. If you wanted to just connect. I'm also a luxury agent. I specialize in X, Y, and Z. Please keep me at the top of your mind if you're ever looking to send a referral to that area. And then you can just send it, and then that's when the agent will receive a push notification on their phone because they have the KW Command mobile app downloaded, and they will be able to easily accept you, add you to the referral network. It's good stuff. The reason why you want to get as many agents into your referral network as possible is because of the broadcast referral option. So the agent's like, yeah, no problem, I'll keep you at the top of my mind. Maybe they do a search, like a filtered search through everyone who's in their network the day that they decide that they need to send out a luxury referral to. So if that's the case, maybe they're having a hard time choosing and they want to do a broadcast referral. A broadcast referral, if an agent's going to send it out, you need to have less than 50 agents, but more than one, of course, to do it. You click on broadcast referral at the very top right. It's automatically going to have the agent's name that's sending out this referral. You do have the option to show your identity or hide it. Totally up to you. You'll be able to click if it's the person that you're referring as a buyer, seller, tenant, landlord. Maybe you're gonna get a couple of agents who drop out because they only wanna work with sellers. Depending on, the agent and how they like to do business. You're gonna put the referral fee that you're requesting. Typically, it's 25%. My opinion, this is just my opinion. If you have somebody in your sphere that is like really, really solid, and you know that they're not gonna be a problem for the other agent, they're pretty much gonna be easy. I usually do like 30%, but if it's somebody that I really just network with, and I'm not sure like if they're gonna be a problem or not, or really kind of what their style's like, I'll just leave it at 25. But everything in real estate is negotiable, so just know that. The acceptance deadline, this is where agents have faltered in the past. And again, this is why I emphasize that with the KW Command mobile app downloaded, you're able to accept within the acceptance deadline a whole lot quicker than you just waiting to log into Command and realizing, oh wow, there's a referral that was just sitting in here. The agent can make the referral as less as 1 hour, so you only have 1 hour to respond to the request, or they can make it as long as 96 hours. So it could be anywhere between that time. So always having your phone handy is gonna be pretty legit, because I think a referral being passed around between the company is gonna be way more legit than as if you're going through like one of those third-party sites like Opcity or Realtor.com, when you're also paying them like a brokerage fee too, or a referral fee on top of everything that you're paying for the land. So you got the price minimum, price maximum. So if this is a buyer and I'm sending out this referral, it's probably going to be the budget that the buyer has. Maybe you wanna make sure that they're at least like pre-qualified or pre-approved, or have like some idea of that before passing on that referral, but it's completely up to you. If it's going to be a seller that you're recommending, maybe it could be an idea of, the price range in which they wanna sell their house for. Any notes about the specific contract or the customer that you're trying to refer over? And then down below, you got select a client from your database or create a new contact for this broadcast. So the client information is always going to be kept completely confidential until you wish to award the referral. You can select the contact person or the person you're referring from your database, or you can just specifically create a new contact right here. The required information is really just going to be the first name, the last name, the client's desired location, the client's email. Don't need the phone number, but transaction timeline, maybe they're looking to purchase within a couple of months or sell within a couple of months, so you can always add that for you. Again, not required, but every little bit of information may help the person who's looking to accept it or reject the referral. So when you add the contact and send the broadcast referral, it will go out to all of the agents within that broadcast referral group. The agents that are interested will say accept, the agents that do not want it will reject it. And then once you get the feedback, you know, maybe if you wait 24 hours for the deadline time to be completed, you will, or the agent who sent out the referral will be able to look through all the ones that are interested and then actually award the referral to the specific agent that they want to give it out to. So you don't have any chance or skin in the game unless you have all of your details updated completely. Which is why we're gonna go through the 3 sites.
And Vincent, can I ask a question? This is Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, so when I am on map and I type in my name, not for a particular location, but just in general, I am not coming up. So should I take that to assume that I have not done what I needed to do with regard to the profiles?
And the first step I would take, first and foremost, is in the top left-hand corner here, under map, go ahead and put in Jacksonville, Florida. And then you're also a luxury agent, correct?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have that in my profile. Okay, don't use me as an example of what not to do. So
No, actually, let's just take a look. I just want to make sure, just to see if we just need to add those details to your profile. This is all good stuff. Here we go. We're gonna type in Elizabeth. Oh my goodness, you are not popping up. That's a problem.
She's definitely a luxury agent.
Yeah. Okay, Elizabeth, we're gonna have to get you in here.
yeah, we can sideline that, Vince. Vincent, I don't want to take from your class. So yeah.
No, it's okay. Yeah, we'll revisit this like towards the end, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Or you and I can do it alone, whatever.
Absolutely, no problem. We'll get that resolved. Okay, so yeah, so prime example, we just want to make sure that all of your details are completely updated and selected within these 3 places. So the first one that I'm going to, before I even go into this, does anyone have any questions about the referrals applet that we just got, that I walked you all through? Or is this pretty like self-explanatory?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Okay, so, top right-hand corner, we're gonna go through your command marketing profile first. For those of you on your laptop, feel free to follow along. Going to click on your picture, and then you're gonna click on settings. And once you click on settings, on the left-hand side, you're gonna click on connect settings, and you're going to select marketing profile. Once you click on marketing profile, we're gonna start going through a couple of these items. First, you're gonna definitely wanna make sure that you have a headshot. If you're on a team, make sure your team logo is located inside the required spots, 360 by 360 pixels. If anything looks weird or wonky, we can help you like resize it to make it look a little bit cleaner. Having a nice, clean, professional profile is definitely representation of your branding as well. So when Keller Williams agents are looking for other Keller Williams agents, they're looking for, I know that they'd be looking for quality, especially when it comes to referrals. First name, last name, your agent license number, The name of your team should be located here. Your professional job title, so if you're licensed realtor, if you're on a team and maybe you're just a buyer's agent or listing manager, you definitely want to include that. Slogan, they don't make this required anymore, but if you have a specific slogan to either your business or your team's business, you can add that here. Designations and credentials, you're definitely going to want to make sure that that's added in there. So I know some of you have certain types of designations and credentials, whether it comes from like probate or you got your GRI or something. Like I know there's many different acronyms. I know on the business side of things. So if you take anything or at the board or go through like any special certification for any type of class, make sure that that's listed here. Military affiliation, so if you are involved or if you were ever in the military or if you're a military spouse, you're definitely going to want to mark that here in your command profile. Keller Williams has a huge military division and they also have masterminds each month where they network. So having this information listed on here will definitely help your referral business. Your bio. I know Scott Lorry Marketing, once you onboard, he gives you like a kind of like a generic like robotic profile or bio to go off of. What your goal should be, and you can book an appointment with your agent services on this or Margo in this market center. And you're gonna wanna create a unique biography about yourself, a little bit about who you are, where you come from. Not only do people want to do business with people that they like, but also agents want to do business with agents that they like too. So if you include a little bit about yourself, maybe your background, special hobbies, maybe schooling, anything could relate you to another agent within the Keller Williams ecosystem. So if the agents, and inside Keller Williams too, like every agent knows that same generic Scott Lorry marketing bio. So if you know, if you can like make yourself stand out and they get to know a little bit about you, it will definitely put you into the running for the next time they need to receive a referral, whether it's a direct referral or being part of a broadcast one. A lot of these details do matter. The mobile phone number and the office phone number, just make sure your contact information is correct. Your email should be your business email that you're actually using. Your website. The one thing that I can tell you all when I come back from family reunion is that we're all getting a brand new Keller Williams website. So that's gonna be one of the great things. So if your website needs updating, you're using the Keller Williams one, just hang tight for just like a couple weeks. And when I go through all the changes, you'll see if it's something that you want to work on with, or you can book the appointment with your agent services to help you get that all set up. Especially, and I just do this from like a marketing standpoint as well. Like if I see yourself and your profiles as your brand, and that even comes down to your email, your contact information, your biography, and your website. Everything that's representing you should be clean, it should be good, it should be full of information, it should show that you're a serious agent who wants to take on these referrals and know that just based on the things that they see of you, that's already a clear sign that you'll do a good job with their customers. Brokerage information should be listed on the right-hand side. The compliance piece, each office is independently owned and operated. Your legal footer image, typically I just do like the Keller Williams logo, but the legal footer image could be really any type of image that's representing your brand, just as long as no matter what marketing piece you're using, it does have the KW logo in it somewhere. Social media, go ahead and make sure that your social media is updated on all platforms that you use. So the typical ones should be Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I don't really know too many people that use Twitter anymore, and then some agents do have a YouTube channel, which in my opinion, I do think that 2023 is going to be the year of video. One of the things that I was able to help out agents with when I was the agent services in Daytona was I had my GoPro, and if they wanted to just sit down and we did like a 45-second video, nothing too long, because the attention span of somebody watching a couple-minute video is not likely these days. But, you know, just simply 45 seconds, tell a little bit about who you are. real estate services. I would take that video and I would bring it back, edit it, put your information on it. I'd probably use like a couple of Canva videos, 15 seconds or less, so it doesn't void the copyright. We would post it on the agent's business Facebook page and pin it to the top, so that way they get the organic views. And then that way, whenever an agent is doing any type of marketing, or if they visit like your profile for whatever reason, whether through referrals or through Facebook ads, they can click on your profile and see that you're a legit person and not spam, which comes up when I do the Facebook ads class and internet leads. They'll see the 45-second video, they'll know that you're a real person, that you're genuine, and that may make them feel more comfortable to reach out to you too. That you're just not like another Facebook business page with a picture. Google Analytics ID, don't worry about that right now. I'm still working on the Google Business and Analytics class. There's a couple of things I need to get through first, but that will tie into the new website. And that way we can really track the traffic on your website to make sure that it's as effective as what it should be. And if we have to change the strategy of what's on your website, we could easily talk about that. So that's the first profile, that's the marketing profile in Command. The next one, which is going to be your white pages profile, mykw.kw.com. That tells you how to work that. I'm just gonna go to mykw.kw.com. So mykw.kw.com originally stemmed from when we used Market Leader. There's not too much really going on with kwconnect.com, but the one thing that every agent has access to on here would be the white pages to look up other agents' information regardless of market center. And the way that you access that, let me get out of here. There we go. The way that you get there is once you log into mykw.kw.com, you're gonna scroll down to the bottom, and bottom right-hand side, you're gonna see where it says white pages. If you click, this is the way that an agent's gonna be able to look up additional information about yourself, or find out what market center that you're a part of. You can go into associates, find and edit. I'm gonna go into this market center number. I pretty much search by office number. I believe this number is 955. And you're just gonna wanna click on search. I am going to go and find someone who is in this room. Tony, what's your last name?
Sanchez.
You got it. Perfect. Let's see what's on Tony's profile. So, same, we got the picture, we got first name, last name, designations, KW ID, associate ID, real estate license numbers, making sure that that looks correct. Your brokerage address, mobile number is correct. Again, the biography should be copied and pasted into here, the unique one that you have, making it consistent across all pages. Because the information from that referrals applet really does pull from all different types of sites, and depending on wherever the agent lands, you just want to make sure that your information is consistent. Display URL for kw.com, your specialty. So it looks like we got residential, new construction, relocation, rehabs, commercial, VA. Would you say anything's missing from that?
Oh, definitely white pages.
And that's something that we could definitely add as a tag. So slogans for all your real estate needs, city service areas, your social medias, languages spoken. So if you speak another language, we could add that here as well. Luxury homes division. Are you a luxury agent? No worries. So once you're a luxury agent, I'll have all those details put into here. We just gotta make sure that we give a kwluxury.com or luxury KW, the email, and they pretty much set everybody up. If you're on the ALC in here, that's gonna be super helpful to add to your marketing profile. Because sometimes, and I kid you not, just being on the leadership side of things, there will be agents that call from other market centers requesting that the referral goes to an ALC member. And the best way that sometimes that they can look up all their ALC members is by going into, their profiles or searching by market center in the KW white pages. Expansion division, and then if you're enrolled in MAPS coaching, so that's always a plus too. In order to, so I know I showed you kind of like the view of it, but your view, once you log into my
I just want a Reuben sandwich and a large half and half iced tea with extra ice, please.
Mhm.
Right? And did you need any sauce or ketchup in the bag? No.
Jackie Sullivan, you need to mute yourself. We're getting your lunch order.
Bring us all.
Wait, I was about to say, is this a group lunch? Alright, so mykw.kw.com, you're gonna notice like right next to your picture, it'll say profile, and this is where you can edit all your details about yourself. So if there's anything that needs to be added, all you have to do is write in the text in there, so in the system will detect, you gotta give it like 72 hours, I believe, and then it will sync up with coming in and the referrals output and all that, which is good. Okay, now for the last site, and I know it's 11:57, but just bear with me. One more site. Which is going to be kwconnect.com. And if you just type in kwconnect.com, this is pretty much where, this is like the new, like mykw.kw.com. This is where all the education, all the recordings get put. And this is what's linking with Command. mykw.kw.com linked with like Market Leader, but Market Leader is no more. And also mykw is kind of outdated, but it's still used for these specific purposes. So all you have to do when you log into kwconnect.com is in the top right-hand corner, click on your picture, and then you're going to click on My Profile. And then under My Profile, you're going to click Edit My Profile. Make sure that your headshot is uploaded consistent across all three sites.
Which one is that website?
This one's gonna be kwconnect.com.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then, of course, make sure your business email is the same. For some reason, there's been like different emails on different sites with some agents, so just make sure, when in doubt, consistency is the go-to. Consistency is key. Business phone number, your service area, so this is where some of the information does populate. I know that when they talk about like the personal consumer app, the information they say just comes from the marketing profile, but some of it does come from KW Connect. So your service areas should be consistent across the board. Your bio, just like the other two sites, it shouldn't be 3 different bios. Make sure it's the same bio that you created yourself, that's unique and talks a little bit about yourself. If you need assistance with creating a bio for yourself, usually like if you have a meeting with a member of leadership, just come to the table with like a list of like specific facts about yourself, and then you can like work it into a couple of paragraphs. Social media is consistent. Primary market center, that's going to be pretty big. And then here at the bottom is where a couple of agents have missed out on opportunities. So this might be like the second or third most important thing you take away from today. At the bottom of kwconnect.com, you're gonna see a couple of options. Show your team in your profile, show your memberships in your profile, show your specializations in your profile, show your languages in the profile, listings sold units, leads closed units. So if you're a newer agent, maybe you would wanna turn this toggle off until you have like some business behind you. But all the others, time with KW, if you don't have these as toggled yes, they're not gonna show up into your profile. And you're gonna miss out on an opportunity. Okay, so those are the 3 websites, and I will get this information out to everybody. Does anyone have any questions? I know I'm trying to make the time, on time. I know we all are busy, but does anyone have any questions about the referral applet or the 3 sites that we talked about today? Even for you Zoomies out there.
I'm sure I got plenty of questions.
Perfect.
Supposed to meet with Caleb on Wednesday. To everything, so this is kind of giving introduction to hopefully we can move on.
Absolutely, and Caleb is more than capable of handling all of those questions too, so we want to make referrals to be a part of it, because it really is about, you should have all this information updated if you're just getting set up with the company. That way you start fresh, that way you're not gonna miss anything. Hit the ground running and Caleb can get that all taken care of for you. Absolutely, thank you, Chris. Thank you all for coming today. All right, if nobody on Zoom has any questions, let me just go to the chat box. Anytime, got it, Josh, Joanne, anytime.
And Vincent, are you okay if I call you in a few minutes regarding not being in the system?
Absolutely, absolutely. Can you give me like 5 minutes?
Sure, no problem.
Awesome, I'll see you shortly.